Pedo hunters, e-dater hunters, hacker hunters, incest hunters. Long ago, the 4 hunters lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the incest servers attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all 4 hunters, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished.
This is impossible. The Avatar is back. I can't believe it. We need Avatar Blazen. Avatar Blazen, we need your help once more.
No! I've already restored balance to Discord. I'm done hunting pedophiles.
No, this is something else. Incest has been found.
Then so be it.
Blazen, the last pedo hunter. Book 2, Incest. Chapter 1, Incest is on Discord.
Alright, so in the last video, I showed the pedophiles I caught using my alternate account, posing as a 14-year-old girl. And in order to catch those pedophiles, I had to use a website called Discord in order to find servers they could potentially be lurking in. While I was scrolling through these servers, I somehow managed to find a new type of server that I never thought would be on Discord. An incest server. Disgusting. So at that very moment, I was no longer Blazen. I was Detective Blazen. So I naturally joined the server. I expected nothing out of this. I just assumed it was just a bunch of kids just trolling, trying to make a joke out of it. But when I get inside the server, I see actual incest activity going on inside here. Now that's tough! So the objective of this video is to show you guys how actual incest Discord users operate in my DMs and what goes on inside these incest servers. So without further ado, I want you to meet someone who goes by the alias slipperywizard. With the permission of my friend who's above the age of 18, she gave me selfies I could use in order to make my account seem more believable. So I posted one of her selfies inside of the server, which in turn sparked slipperywizard to DM me, "You're very pretty." The next day I replied thanks, then out of nowhere he got straight to the point and asked, "Favorite incest?" Atrocious. Fast forward to Tuesday, March 24th, 2020, and I finally respond, "What were you talking about again?" The inbred again raises the question, "Seems like I asked you what kind of incest you're into." But wait, we gotta take a time out real quick. Now for all my viewers who actually think I'm into this, just click off this video and say goodbye. It's that simple. Alright, now that we have normal viewers here, what I'm about to say in these screenshots, that ain't me! It's solely to catch these twisted people while entertaining y'all at the same time. Simple. Please subscribe. So I respond, "I don't really know yet." Then maybe my cousin, he's kind of hot, followed with a question asking what he's into. Then he replied with, "Daddy, daughter, mostly." Sickening. Oh, it gets worse. Now the first thing that popped in my head was that if he's into that kind of thing, then this guy's not only into incest, but there's definitely a chance that he's a pedophile as well. On top of that, I haven't told him my real age yet, so to test this theory, every reply this point forward to get him to be out his age mattered. So I had to make sure this guy was legit, and I asked him, "What's that?" Then he told me it's the fantasy of a dad and daughter f***ing impossible. Now I was seriously concerned if this guy actually has a child, so I asked him if he was the dad or the daughter. Then he manages to not only say the weirdest thing, but the saddest thing ever. I don't have a girl yet. Gotta find someone worth breeding first. Mongoloid. Finally, he asks me for my age and I respond, I'm 13, turning 14 in a week. And just keep in mind, Incest 2.0 isn't actually supposed to have minors inside the server, especially a 13-year-old girl. So as disgusting as this might be, his first response should have been to report me straight to the Incest 2.0 admins. But no, he manages to exceed my expectations once more. Let's just take a moment of silence to prepare ourselves for what this inbred is about to say next. Are you a slutty girl? Repulsive. I cautiously reply, maybe. But it doesn't end there. Slippery replies, maybe you should show me how cute you are. I said, you want a selfie? Then he says, Then I respond, I could send you one I took on Snapchat. He shoots back and says, a new one will be better. I quickly save myself and say I took it yesterday night, and then I proceed to send him the selfie. He replies, very pretty. Then out of nowhere, he says, now I want to see how much of a good you are.
Oh, what?
And at this moment, it was like playing a game of chess. I had to think 3 steps ahead in order to get him to say his real age without him getting suspicious. And the opportunity he gave me was the perfect opening to say, why should I listen to a little kid though? As expected, the inbred played right into my hands. He replies, who said I was? I reply, oop, I thought you were. Then he says, what gave you that idea? 2 minutes later, I reply, well, usually kids my age like me. He then goes on to say, would you rather someone older? I reply, yeah. Then he asks, how much older? And with the power of my 900 IQ brain, I tell him, well, I think guys in their 30s are cute. I always rewatch the Batman movie because he's hot. Simple. Slippery replies, naughty little girl. Disgraceful. And this is where we finish the game. We not only catch someone who's into incest, but someone who's a pedophile as well. I ask him, how old are you, sir? And he says, 24 years old.
FBI, open up!
Hold up. Wait, hold on. You guys really thought it was over? No. Slippery tells me, I want to see more of you with less clothes. I wanted him to say exactly what he meant, so I asked him, what do you mean? And he ended up saying, you know what I mean. Then I ask, like naked? Then he says, My objective was to now see the man behind the camera. So I tell him, I want to see you first. I'm shy. And just like any pedo, they share the same tendencies wanting to dominate a little girl. He says, earn it, slut. Finally, there was nothing left to do. The deed was done. The moment you've all been waiting for has arrived. We're going to take a step out of the DMs and a step inside of the server all these animals reside in. Remember in the last video where I said these pedophiles are comparable to the Titans from Attack on Titan? Well, these incest pedophiles are comparable to the abnormal Titans from Attack on Titan. They managed to be even more brain dead than the standard pedophile. What you're about to see is a server with maniacs talking about literally nothing. A server with taboo written all over it. A server where no normal man dares stepping in. And more importantly, the true secret behind these incest servers. Join me, and together we will go somewhere no YouTuber has ever been. As you can see, nothing really happens inside of the server. It's just a bunch of horny inbreds talking about literally nothing. One thing I can say though is that these 5 incest servers are all connected and owned by one person, and his name is Ryuk. And of course, I'm going to be leaving the user IDs for Slippery and Ryuk in the description of the video. Well, that wraps up this video. But before I leave, I want to thank you guys for the support from the last video. I was honestly just expecting 20 likes from the last video, but after 2 months of the video being up on YouTube, it randomly blew up with so much love and support. So thank you. And whether you're new to the channel or not, please consider subscribing, liking this video, commenting, sharing this video with your friend, or even supporting the newly created Patreon I just made. Since I put a lot of time into these videos and YouTube doesn't support monetizing it, I figured I'd try promoting a Patreon and we'll just see where it goes. Anyways, Incest Hunter Blazen, Pedo Hunter Blazen, Avatar Blazen, signing off.
I guess after Blazen did defeat the Incest, I'll just have to send something stronger at him.
Started from a humble beginning, Blazen, whose haters can never stand him winning. Blazen, can't stand niggas that be clout chasing. Can't stand niggas that be clout chasing. Took the advice, now I'm always sun gazing. The fake Blazen, soon he be replacing. Yeah, let me tell you about Blazen. On his downfall, they always be praying. From all the other niggas, my nigga be amazing. Yeah, shit, let me tell you about Blazen. You better bet he be Discord exposing. You better bet he be Discord exposing. My boy Blazen been getting that bread.